Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my team selection for game week 15 and any transfers that I'm thinking of making as well. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below, leave a comment what transfers you're making for your game week 15 team, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, in goal we do have Gaeta, who has got West Ham away. I'm not expecting a clean sheet in this game, really. To be fair, I'm not expecting a clean sheet in the next two games. And I know that Crystal Palace have Forest away in the kind of last game before the World Cup, but I can see us scoring in that game. So, yeah, I'm not really expecting anything crazy from Gaeta from the last two games of the season. And I would have liked to have used a transfer to kind of get him out this week and bring in Sanchez, the Brighton keeper, because I think he potentially could keep 2 clean sheets. But again, if that doesn't happen, you know, I would have taken a -4. And there was other fires in my team that I had to get rid of as well, like Tony getting suspended. I had to get rid of him. And I would probably wanted to have got rid of Zaha before Gaeta as well, because there's a lot better options than Zaha at the moment. It's just really frustrating owning him. And to be fair, Gaeta's not really done anything wrong. Like, he's got 29 points or something in his last, like, 6 games. So that averages at nearly 5 points per game since I've had him on the Game Week 9 wildcard. So I can't really say anything bad about that. He's only 4.5 mil. Yeah, there are players like Pope that have done better. I think, anyway. I don't even know what Pope's done over his last few games. It just feels like Newcastle always keep a clean sheet. But yeah, I mean, Gaeta, he's been all right for me. So, I mean, he's obviously going to go when I do get all my free transfers in Game Week 16. But I feel like I should reward him for doing so well in my team. But either way, Gaeta away at West Ham in Game Week 15. The back line consists of Trippier away at Southampton, Dalot away at Villa, and then Cancelo at home to Fulham. I've got quite a lot of away fixtures in my Game Week 15 team, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we'll have to see how it goes. So yeah, Trippier away at Southampton. I mean, I am expecting a clean sheet in that game. Southampton don't look great, and Newcastle are just taking the Prem by storm at the moment. Like, they could easily get Champions League this season if they just keep these performances up. And Trippier is a massive part of that. We've seen how much he loves a bonus point. He's on all set pieces. If you don't have Trippier at the moment, get him in your team. I think I brought him in when he was like 5.1 mil. It's like 5.8 now. So he's basically like the new Trent, the new Cancelo. I mean, Cancelo's been doing well as well, but he's basically the new Trent. Like, you need to have him in your team because everybody owns him, and he's just ticking over every single week. Like, he got 11 points in Game Week 14. If you don't have that in your team with everyone else having him, it's really going to hurt. And then Dalot has made his way into my first team. I mean, that 9 points against West Ham, really, really nice. And honestly, after watching that United game, he just looks really solid. United they've just sorted themselves out. Of course, there's like European fixtures and stuff midweek, but praying nothing happens. He's also on 4 yellow cards as well, so I'm praying that he doesn't pick up a yellow card before the World Cup, because that would really hurt. But either way, as long as we don't get any injuries, he will be playing in my team for Villa away, which I guess I am expecting a clean sheet there, but we'll see what happens. I also want an attacking return from him. I've owned him for a while now, and he's only had like 1 assist all season. I know he's been getting like bonus points left, right, and center, but he's been really unlucky not to get more assists and attacking returns. He's created 20 chances or something, and he's not even on set pieces. So yeah, Dalot, I feel like it's time he got a goal in the Prem. He got a goal in the European game like last week, I think it was, whatever. But yeah, he needs to kind of do that in the Prem. And then Cancelo at home to Fulham. Of course, I'm going to play that. I mean, I'm expecting a clean sheet in that game. So yeah, that's the back line there. I don't know whether they all get clean sheets or not. I'm not expecting that. Maybe like 2 clean sheets out of 4, potentially 3. But either way, that's the back line. The midfield consists of Almiron away at Southampton, Zaha away at West Ham, Chelsea away for Martinelli, and then Foden at home to Fulham. So there's quite a few problems in this midfield. Not only do I have 3 away games, but also Foden as well. So of course I have to wait for Champions League fixture, the Champions League fixture this week. If Foden doesn't play any of that, then he's probably just fallen out of favour, and he might not play until after the World Cup. But I don't know. He's like one of the brightest kind of players in that Man City team. And I can't for whatever reason understand why Pep would drop him. So yeah, he came on for like, what was it, like 12 minutes or something in the last game. So hopefully he starts. If he does start, I potentially think he could be a captaincy option if Haaland's still out as well. Because if he starts, he's probably going to get like 75 minutes maybe. And against Fulham, I think, you know, they could create quite a lot of chances. It's at the Etihad as well. So we'll see what happens with the Foden situation this week. If he's, obviously we're going to get early team news as well. We're not definitely going to get it, but they are the early kickoff again, which is really useful because we can see if like Haaland's injured and stuff. We can see what the situation is with Foden. And if he is benched again, I'll just have to play like Van Dijk away at Tottenham or something like that, which I don't really want to do, but it's just going to be the situation. Martinelli away at Chelsea. I can see Arsenal winning that game. Not comfortably, but I think they can win that game like 2-1 or something. Chelsea did not look good against Brighton. I know it is at Chelsea's Stamford Bridge, but at the same time, Arsenal are they're just firing at the moment. Nothing seems that they're going to stop them. And then Zaha away at West Ham. Again, really frustrating owning Zaha at the moment. I don't want him in my team, but again, there's other fires that I had to put out. If in a perfect situation, I would have got rid of him for somebody like Trossard this week. I think Trossard is going to do bits over the next couple of weeks before the World Cup. So yeah, that would have been my transfer this week, and I could take on -4 if I really wanted to. But Zaha does have Forest on the last day of the season, not the last day of the season, the last day of like before the World Cup, and he could do something there. I just don't think it's worth selling him. Like, you know, I brought him in on my wild card. I've stuck with him. I'm just gonna have to see it through and then be really happy when I get rid of him. And then Almiron away at Southampton as my last midfielder. Nothing wrong with this guy at all. Like, he's staying in my team. And I'm really, really excited to see if we can keep these double-digit hauls carrying on. So that's the midfield there. Up top, I've got Haaland at home to Fulham, who is currently my captain. Kane is at home to Liverpool, where I think he can easily score in that game. And then I've already brought in Wilson away at Southampton for Tony. I just didn't really see the point of keeping Tony in my team, where I knew he was going to go down in price. I knew that Wilson was going to go up, and there could potentially be more price rises and price falls as well for Tony and Wilson, because it's only Tuesday, and you know the deadline's not till like the weekend, and so there could be another price fall and price rise there. And I didn't really think that there was a point of losing 0.4 when I already knew what my transfer was going to be. Wilson doesn't play midweek, so there's no like injury worries there or anything like that. He's trying to get a plane ticket to Qatar, so he's going to be trying to play every single minute. So I just brought him in. I don't like making early transfers, but I thought it just made more sense to do it early on. And I mean, I can make another transfer this week. I could take a -4 here. I don't want to. I don't think I need to, but it would have been nice to obviously, like I say, get rid of Zaha this week for Trossard. But yeah, Kane at home to Liverpool. I think he can easily score in that game. And then Haaland at home to Fulham. Again, gonna have to wait and see if we get early team news. Now, we know that he's not going to play against Sevilla midweek in the Champions League. He's got ligament damage. That's what Pep said. So he said that he's gonna like see if he can help us against Fulham or something like that. So hopefully he's back for Fulham. The question is, like, if he's on the bench, does he get brought on? And in that case, do you captain him? Because we've all seen how explosive Haaland can be, how quickly he can score hat-tricks. So even if he does only get 45 minutes, is that still enough to captain him? It's going to be a really weird captaincy debate this week, because, like I say, I know what he can do in like 30 minutes. So, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to do it. We'll have to wait and see. And then the bench consists of Iverson away at Everton, Van Dijk away at Tottenham, Kilman at home to Brighton, and then Andreas Pereira at City, away at City. So yeah, the bench doesn't seem too strong this week. I mean, they all play, so worst comes to worst, if I do get an injury or like Haaland doesn't play, I'll just bring in another player. But I don't know. I'd probably just end up playing like Van Dijk away at Tottenham. I know that they're just not going to keep a clean sheet in that game as well. And I know I've got Kane playing Liverpool, but it's just the situation that we're in. So that's my Game Week 15 team at the moment. Again, I'm very much in limbo at the moment. I don't know if this team's going to do well or not. I thought my team last week was going to do really well, and 64 points was another red arrow. So I really don't know what's going to happen this week. It all depends on if like Haaland's back or not, because then it's an easy captaincy choice. Looking at transfers though, like I say, I've already made one this week. I've got 2.3 mil in the bank. If I was going to make another transfer this week, it would probably be for Zaha. If Haaland's out another week, like for Fulham, I'd probably still keep him. I've got so much money tied up in Haaland. I don't really want to get rid of him and then bring him back in. He's not going to the World Cup, so he's going to be fully rested. So I don't really want to do that and like lose loads of money on him. It's only a couple more game weeks, and I think I can survive without selling him. But yeah, like I say, I would have loved to have got rid of Zaha this week. I really would have. And there's other players as well that I would like to get rid of, like Kilman as well. I'm not a massive fan of having Kilman. Like I would love to get an Arsenal defender in. Maybe that might be my transfer next week. You can definitely take a couple of punts though, because, and again, that's kind of what I've done with Wilson, because we get unlimited transfers after Game Week 16. So we've got Game Week 15 and Game Week 16, and then everybody's teams are going to change. So you're basically in a position where you can just have a bit of fun with it. And like I say, I was originally going to bring in Darwin Núñez, But now that situation can't really happen because I've already brought in Wilson, and I think I'm just going to keep Wilson for Chelsea at home in game week 16 because I think Newcastle can easily win that game. So yeah, I'll probably take a punt on someone else. It might be a different midfielder for Zaha, but he's going to have Forest away in game week 16, so is there really much point in that? So I don't know. It's up for debate because I'll probably play Van Dijk at home to Southampton because you'd expect a clean sheet there, but with how bad they've been, I really don't know. But either way though, that's going to be everything for today's team selection video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. What are your transfer plans this week? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time,